Hi, in this video today, we are going to cover 5 points of why you need to set intentions. As the beginning of a new year, it's always a great time to set intentions, but honestly, you can start setting intentions anytime, and we're going to look at how that works for you today. So I've been setting intentions for, I don't know, years, and I know that when I'm really focused on setting my intentions, the things that I want to manifest in my life, that I want to create in my life, and actually take a little bit of charge of in my life, when I do the intentional work, things roll along a lot faster. So let's get into these 5 topics that are or points that are going to help you to be able to set your intentions. So if you're not familiar with what even an intention is really just having an outline of what it is that you would like to have happen. So if you set an intention daily, you're going to have, how you want your day to roll out. And the things that you're working on. So, for example, I used to take my grandmother to the airport, and she would come stay with me the night before, and then I would take her up to the airport. And we did this for years. And as she got older, it was harder for me to juggle all the suitcases and all the things. And she was walking a little slower. And so I was driving to the airport one morning, and I'm like, she was just having a rough day. I'm like, I really need to have a quick way to get help moving all of her stuff to get her through the airport. So I, in my mind, just said out loud, basically intention or having faith that I needed to have a wheelchair really easily accessible so that I could just grab it and get her going because we were running a little bit behind. And so I just kept saying thank you all the way up to the airport. And as I was driving her up there and thanking, the angels and everybody, my Heavenly Father, thanking everyone that was going to play a part in me having this perfect thing when I got there, and that she would be able to, be healthy enough and strong enough to get on the airplane to go see my aunt in California. And so that's some of the pieces to the intentions as we're talking about them. So let me finish the story. As I rolled into the parking garage, I parked, obviously in a handicap stall, which was great because that was close because she has a handicap sticker. And I was able to pull up, and literally right in the stall next to where I parked, there was sitting an empty wheelchair. So I was able to just grab that wheelchair, put her in there, put all of her things, connected onto the handles, and she held one in her lap. And off we went to the airport. We got her there in perfect time to get her checked in, wheeled her through the airport, got her to her gate. And everything was perfect that she was able to just get on and get to my aunt's house successfully. And so that was one of my favorite stories because it was so quick. It was like literally that morning as I was dealing with her. It wasn't even like the very beginning of my morning. And so I love setting intentions because when we do that, we can manifest things really, really quickly. So let's see, there's a quote that I want to share. It's Laura DeVries, and she says, create a life by design, not by default. Ground yourself in your core values, create your life vision, and say yes to what you really want in life and no to what you don't. And so I believe as you work on setting intentions, that this gives you that opportunity to really say yes to yourself, what it is that you want, what it is that you're seeking for, instead of all the things you don't want that kind of end up rolling around and popping in when you don't want them. So, number one, you want to set an intention on the way that you want things to show up for you, and have a desire, and have the energy and resources around you help to create that. So, you use your word. I like to use Heavenly Father and my angels. Some people, it's all about the universe, the divine. You pick your word. I'm going to say what my words are. Don't get caught up in the words. It's just acknowledging that we have help to get us the things that we want. And then part two is we have to decide what it is we want to create, right? So, what is it that you're wanting to have in your life? What is it that you do desire? Because those are also setting intention. The next thing is, once you set the intention, act as though you already have it. So I kept saying thank you as I was driving to the airport, expecting that I would have a wheelchair right there ready to go for me. And it was. And then obviously, the next piece of that is that once it occurs, you want to make sure that you also say thank you and express your gratitude, because gratitude is the highest. vibration and frequency that we can have in our creations. So, there is a big piece here that I want to also mention. Um, you can use this daily, set your intentions of what it is you would like daily. You can use this if you're wanting to have an amazing vacation, and you can think about all the things that you want in that vacation. Maybe it's the day that you're actually shopping for all the excursions or the tickets for the things that you're going to be doing on your vacation. You can set intentions that you will be able to find a perfect deal, or that you'll be able to be led to somebody that knows somebody, right? Sometimes that's like, I don't know where to stay, but then somebody will like just pop off, hey, this is, well, we did this and we did that and we went here. And you're like, really? I was just thinking about that. I wasn't sure where to go. And then they'll just give you the answers. So once we put it out there, universal consciousness, which means we're all connected together. If you imagine universal consciousness is like the internet, right? So each of us energetically are connected together as well. And so when we're looking for what it is we're looking for, and we put that out there and we state it out loud, then we can have that um, kind of like go out. It's an energetic piece that goes out from us. And then people read that and they will just share and they're like, ah, that. And it's because they are reading what you want and what you're looking for and what you're seeking for. And the same thing, you're doing the same thing with other people. So setting an intention is super powerful. I hope that you will take the time to give it a try. Try it daily. See if it can help you to find the life that you're seeking for instead of having life happen to you. I bless you this day, and I say this